on to Hasan'S interview in Canada. Now,
looks like we're back at UBC.
A recap. Last time he went to the University of British Columbia in Canada, and he went on stage and he started lying like it's nobody's business.
Of course he did.
Right? We covered a bit of it last video where he was talking about how truthful he was.
Lying is OP, as I say all the time.
So now we're going to look at the whole thing.
No, not as you say, Hasan. As you do every day. Anyway.
And the brain-dead NPC audience clapping at anything he says. I've never seen a group of bots like this before. So first the host talks about his provocative language.
But even among those who agree with you on the issues, there are some that say that sometimes the way that you express that or the language that you use is, for some, it's not productive.
Radical, extremist, it's crazy, it's very much upping the temp. He does not need to say the things he does. He defames people, slanders them, misconstrues all the fucking arguments he gets into, bro. Spreads misinformation constantly. Yes, it is getting out fucking rageous. It has been outrageous.
And so I wonder sort of how you think about that trade-off and how you approach it.
Yeah, I mean, this is a question I get all the time. And the way I see what I do, oftentimes people say this is a cop-out, but the way I...
Yes, denied. Oh, you know what? Fuck, bro, I can't fix my goddamn cap. I know, yeah, I'm chopped as shit. I know, never be in the chopped allegations, truly. I guess Hasan's right about that, bro. Because, like, his haters are all chopped. I know. But anyway, sidebar that shit. Gang, I can't wait for you to hit us with a mean deny deflect counterattack right here, because that's exactly what the fuck he's about to do. I guarantee you. Just off the basis of this question the person's asking, like, yeah.
What I do is I'm an entertainer first. And
Schrodinger streamer. Oh my god, I knew it. Hilarious. Okay. That makes perfect sense, right? You want to know why? Because, like we say all the time, Schrodinger streamer. Hasan will change from a political commentator to a Twitch streamer. So now he is no longer a political commentator. Yeah, he's an entertainer. He has to make sure you guys are entertained when you pop into the Hasanabi broadcast. And it's so funny because this is the thing I say all the time. The one thing you should be doing within, like, cultivating an audience and posting content is making sure that heads, or better yet, no, not even for the creator. On the tip of the audience, you should be making sure when you watch a creator that you are entertained, right? So I agree with this sentiment. But not for Mr. fucking pathological liar Piker over here. Yeah, that shit could go eat dick. Yo, bruh. Fuck all that, bro. Fuck do you mean you're an entertainer? No, son, you're a political commentator, bro. And the fucking commentator you give him politics is straight bullshittery, some chicanery, some fucking lies. Like, bro, what are we talking about? I swear. Oh my god. Whatever, bro. Anyway.
And as someone who tries to make this information as palatable as possible...
You don't. What are you talking about? Again, you misconstrue the shits, which makes it even harder to be palatable, because now you have to find out what is the actual truthful information.
I'm always going to, engage in hyperbole from time to time and try to crack.
You mean all the fucking time? Again, hyperbole? Hilarious as fuck, bro. You're bro, you might as well just speak in all caps if that's the case. Because, like, gang, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You speak in hyperbole, like, all the time, bro. Because, again, how outrageous you make some of these fucking lies sound.
Jokes, even though a lot of the subject matter that I'm covering is very serious stuff.
Yeah, no shit. Which is exactly why you shouldn't be the dumbass covering it.
But I think... I want to make it as accessible as possible. So in an effort to do so, there are going to be moments where I'm joking around a little too much and then people don't like it. But anybody...
What constitutes as a joke, Hasan?
Anyone that follows me for 10 minutes on Twitch can talk to me in real time. And whether I...
Yeah, they can try to talk to you, brother, but hey, what's the guarantee that you'll actually read their message? But even a sidebar to that, bro, you'd rather read somebody's message, like, you actually rather read your fucking haters' messages, which is absolutely insane. Like, it's fucking blowing me because the one guy's of hell. But anyway, like, going back to that, it's like, the fuck, you're acting like these guys got easy access to you, bro. You're not about to just talk to one of these random fucking glub shittos in your audience, bro. You don't even like those motherfuckers. I hate all of you. I hate the left. I hate the woke. I hate socialism. I hate liberalism. You guys are trying to say I have these white supremacist values. What the fuck is this nigga talking about? Like, this shit is actually hilarious, bro. Like, look at all the cocksuckers in here, man.
I have 300,000 live concurrent viewers or 30,000 live concurrent viewers. I'm constantly monitoring chat.
No, the fuck you're not. What the fuck? Yo, holy shit. Like, yeah, every day goes on and I really realize, like, generally, bro, I'm trying to tell you, like, if you believe this nigga and you're a fan of this nigga, like, you legitimately don't have agency over your own life. It's so fucking sad, bro. Like, you actually don't respect yourself. Like, he's lying dead ass to your face and you... Yeah! You eat it the fuck up. Like, yo, that shit is hilarious.
I agree that anytime there's a journalist in the room that's covering what I'm doing, they're like, this is the most insane thing I've ever seen. How are you paying attention to anything that's going on? And I have this free flow back and forth communication style in my coverage as well that I bake into my coverage as well. And
examples, please, Mr. Piker.
that creates a unique opportunity for bad faith actors from time to time to like really piss me off.
Yeah, don't.
Oh, yes, when you get one guy to hell, you dumbass. And you know how you mitigate that? You don't read their fucking comments or chats, you moron. Fucking stupid.
Don't worry, we all know that
Literal definitive Streisand effect. That's what I always say. Like, yo, whenever I think of the Streisand effect, I think directly of Hasan. Like, he is the perfect example for that job.
you have meltdowns on a regular basis, bro. I hate the woke. I hate the left.
Oh my fucking God, I hate the left. I hate liberalism. I hate everything that's going on every single fucking day of the goddamn week. I hate my life. I hate fucking streaming. I hate socialism.
But yeah, Hasan does this thing where he keeps bringing up his chat and his sort of view count as a way to say that there's no way I could possibly report anything wrong because look, there's all these people watching me in real time. That means they will totally fact check me at any
Don't piss me the fuck off.
moment, right?
I
And that
don't-
would make sense
don't piss me
if
the
you
fuck
didn't
off.
literally lead a cult who does not give a fuck about the truth of the matter.
Exactly. Like, nigga, like, whatever words come out of your mouth is the fucking gospel to these morons. Like, get the fuck out of here. They're not fact-checking your ass. And whenever they do, again, exiled, banished, excommunicated, you will be getting kicked out of the echo chamber. How many heads have said this, bro? Like, how many times has that example been put into place? Like, bro, it's so crazy.
It only just wants to live in an echo chamber. Like, let's be honest, they are not fact-checking anything. They literally make up shit to troll you, and you just sort of go with it. Also, this pathetic soy cuck host here, giving these softballs to Hasan. Oh, you know, sometimes you use provocative language. How about you just play the clips on stage so that everybody can see what
Yo, bro, that would do me fucking wonders. Like, please go ahead and press play on them Johns, bro. Go ahead and bring up Yeet. I'm gonna need to see some Alt 20K up there, and it's finna really get real.
he says, right? Neck those mother flippers. Hezbollah is my favorite flag. All these horrible quotes. 10 toes down. He supports the Houthis. It's like, dude, these quotes are so bad that I don't even want to repeat them. It's like, it's that bad. And I got to be very careful when saying that because I don't want to be clipped out of context, right? It's actually like crazy that I got to be scared to say his fucking quotes.
I ain't gonna lie, they could have been called me on that shit. I'm gonna go with you because I repeated that shit so many times. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep pointing out how fucking crazy and like outlandish it is for Hasan to be saying this shit. Like, do heads really understand? That's why I be saying, like, yo, for some of these heads, I truly like ask, like not even on the tip of like, oh, you're a tanky, you wanna fuck him, like. When you say you're a fan of him, like, to what extent? Like, how much are you actually watching of him to, like, know, like, what he's on, bro? Again, especially on the tip of, like, him hiding his power level. It's, like, nah, bro. Like, I swear, like, a lot of these heads that he loves to say, like, everyone generally colloquially has my politics. Bro, I'm telling you, they must, like, only watch him passingly, bro, maybe here and there. Because I'm like, bro, if you legit, like, just the other fucking day, he was just again on the China maxing shit, fucking, literally, flexing his goddamn Mao's little red book and all this shit. Like, hello? Like, hello? Like, there is no way, like, it... I don't know.
Pushback in this interview, man. So then Hasan talks about doing propaganda and just admits that that's what he's been trained to do. And then he brings up his comments of when he said America deserves 9/11.
Sort of provocation too. Is it important for you to be provocative to generate responses?
Yes.
Provocative
Yes.
as
He was
far as
rage
my
bait.
commentary, yes. I mean, I used to have a show on the Young Turks called
Yes. I'm like, literally, yes. I'm not even talking, and it's not like, yo, fuck the Young Turks right now. I'm talking about, like, what you were saying currently, like, yeah, around this time of era. Like, yo.
Agitative propaganda. I think it's important to do agitative propaganda to unlock the class consciousness among the masses.
Propagandist Parker. All right, so let's go over what propaganda is again, or like we know what propaganda is supposed to be, but like what a propagandist, the person who does it. What is that? What is that? Because Hasan believes in agitated propaganda, so sure. Propagandist, someone who creates or spreads propaganda information that's designed to influence people's opinions, emotions, behavior, often in a biased or misleading way. That's interesting. You know? Their goal isn't to inform, it's to persuade or manipulate public perception to support a particular cause, ideology, or leader. It's like, Hasan, do you think being biased and misleading, especially to support causes that, listen, you may view them as positive, but other heads generally colloquially will not. So you think that we need agitated of that? And more of it? Why is that, Hasan? For what agenda? For what narrative?
which is missing from this equation, I think, especially in the Western world. But as far as like being privileged,
especially in the Western world. So do you think we should pick up more like, you know, like Eastern values, and in terms of what, like how their government practices are, like what do you think about that?
provocative to say something crazy. No, that's not beneficial. I know people think that that is like the reason why I'm saying certain things.
No, it absolutely is a part to play under the sun. You know damn well if you say some fucking stupid ass, outrageous ass shit that people are going to clip it no matter what and post that shit right up to Twitter and get hella fucking views. Let's not do this shit, dog.
Like, you know, whether or not America deserved a certain specific day.
Fuck it, I'm saying it.
And fuck it, you sure did say it.
But no, that's just coming out of me sometimes when I'm just really angry.
Oh my god. How tragic is it that this, like a portion of this audience, maybe the whole thing is filled with Hasan fans here, because they literally know the quote. They literally know it before he says it, and they're just sort of applauding at that, you know, or laughing at that. Oh my god, bro. If you go to UBC, I'm so sorry, bro. I'm genuinely so sorry for the fact that you have to live with these idiotic classmates and go to the same classes, knowing that the people around you are absolute sheeps who cannot do a shred of common sense thinking. You know, thank God I actually didn't study there. That was actually an option that people in my school were considering, you know, after graduating from high school. We were applying to all these sort of international universities, and yeah, I chose not to go to this because, you know, I wanted to stay closer to family, and it also costed like $1 billion. So I was like, yeah, this is probably not worth it, and yeah, it definitely worked out. Turns out
student loans be beating heads asses.
I became a YouTuber and started creating the legendary series, right?
The legendary series.
In order to combat whatever fucking virus this guy is unleashing on the world. But yeah, how dystopian is it that they are essentially cheering at him justifying a horrific terrorist attack? I mean, it's just a classic Hasan Piker fan, right? Also, I love how you just admitted that I think it's important to do propaganda. What the fuck?
That's what I said. Thank you, bruh. Thank you, because that's what I had to point out with showing on. I'm like, yo, so he legitimately thinks it's good to do agitated propaganda. And once more, propaganda is when you are trying to take people's emotions and behaviors and trick them into thinking that John is cool or like fire or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Literally, why am I even like going about this, bro? Literally, again, bring up the definition itself. Again, someone who being a propagandist directly, but like someone who creates propaganda information designed to influence people's opinions, emotions, or behavior in a biased or misleading way. And he wants to do this on top of that agitatively. What? Like, bro, again, propagandist Parker.
How is nobody calling him out? It's actually crazy. Like, that's a bad thing, Hasan. The fact that you ignore the facts and just do propaganda. Then he shamelessly pulls out all the woke cards. He starts talking about trans people. It's just his go-to.
No, great. The pander. This should be fun.
To get collapse from the audience, and it really just shows how much of NPCs are actually here, where they just hear these buzzwords and go, oh my god, yes.
But you know what's interesting is, in my experience, what I found is that other people also share that same resentment. Other people also share that same anger. So when I'm yelling at like a transphobic person, for example, I don't even know if I should say it.
This same motherfucker, because again, a person who is trans told him he wasn't as educated on matters that have to do with the LGBTQ plus community, right? This same motherfucker told that person they should have a horrible rest of their lives. They don't know shit and all that type of junk, bro. They clapping for this motherfucker? Bro, he doesn't give a fuck. Like, again, I was like, that's the shit that would really make me have an ego unturned, because I'm sorry, like, this is why I keep saying, if you are a fucking Hasan G-boy, nigga, you might as well not even comment. Your fucking comment, your opinion is irrelevant. You don't respect yourself, so why the fuck would I even sit there and waste time reading that bullshittery that you put, my nigga? It's like, bro, what the fuck? He is dead ass lying when he says this shit, like, full frame. And you niggas eat it up, bro. It's sad as fuck.
I yell at them.
It's crazy.
Or like a white supremacist racist, or someone who is, you know, denying the genocide in Gaza. Sometimes there are moments where I lose a little bit of control. Hello,
Mr. Friends or didn't happen, Biker. You were denying the rich that happened on October 7th. You want to talk about that? I bet you fucking don't.
You know, then I get a 7-day ban. It is what it is. Yeah.
Dude, how pathetic is it that all you have to do to get collapse from an audience is just say that I'm combating transphobic people? Yeah, that's what Hasan does on stream, guys. He's totally fighting against the transphobia.
Thank you. I was like, yeah, I couldn't wait. I already knew Pegasus was pulling this clip up. I'm like, thank you. Go ahead and play this shit.
Definitely not arguing with literal trans viewers, saying that they are a cancer and they should be removed from every community. Like, that is his words, bro.
My issue as a trans person is the fact that you, a guy that isn't super well versed on trans shit, brought on a known transphobe knowing he might bring up transphobic shit. You aren't exactly a Vosh at trans debates. You are fucking cancer, okay? You are cancer in this community, and you're cancer in every community. Suck my dick.
I mean, these lobotomite regards clapping the second he says like transphobic or something. It just shows that they don't really have any critical thinking skills, and they just have this sort of
Oh, no, but you know, Hasan'S haters, they're all, bro, they just never critical think. They just never have any critical thinking capacity, bro. But his audience, his fucking orbiters, bro, even though they got people like the cell phone fucking queen and clearly how dumb the fucking G-boys are, no, they be critically thinking for sure, bro.
PC sort of woke programming of like, oh, well, that's something that, you know, triggers the switch in our brain of like, oh, he's a good person. Oh, he has to be a good person because he said the word. He said the word. He said the trans people, right? Therefore, he has to be a good person. He definitely can't be grifting in.
Oh yeah, I forgot I found this, John. There was a this is the transcript to that, right? Yeah, this is a transcript. My issue is that a trans person. My issue as a trans person is the fact that you, a guy who isn't super well versed on trans shit, brought on a known transphobe, and you know he might end up saying some transphobic shit. You aren't exactly a boss of trans base, and then yeah, like this is Hasan'S response. I hope diversity day is as horrible as it is every single day. Okay, there you go. Suck my dick. I despise you more than anything else on the planet. You're a fucking cancer. Okay, cancer in this community. Like, bruh. Like, yeah, I know we just saw the clip. Like, bruh, this motherfucker, again, you're taking the fight against transphobic people? Yeah, get the fuck out of here, dog.
Anyway, he called them a cancer because they disagreed with him, dude. I legit didn't know that it was this easy to grift. All you have to do is just prepare up the buzzwords and then launch them one at a time.
But no, you can't do this. It's not gonna fucking work. Like, it's not gonna work unless you already have a pre-established audience. But at the same time, though, with some of these heads grifting, like, and a good example of this is like fucking Nux. Like, I don't know. Like, you just completely abandoned. Like, how the fuck does this work? Because the people, especially when you decide, like, let's say it's day of and you decide, okay, I'm grifting now. I'm gonna switch to the total opposite side. Like, once you post a video that is like sharing the totally opposite opinions, like, that shit, they go immediately gonna see that. Then you can say like, oh, you could ease yourself into that. But bro, heads are eventually gonna realize you're changing your opinions on certain stances and shit. I don't even know how like this happens. Like, legitimately, I have no fucking idea this happens. Like, it's crazy. But that's on the factor of you're just completely switching your ideals. Hasan is he's just doing this shit disingenuously. He just doesn't give a fuck. Like, it's all for G's.
Time, and these mindless NPC sheeps will just go like, oh wow, you're just the greatest person. So all I gotta do is get on stage and be like, I'm anti-racist. You know what? I'm anti-pedophile. I'm anti-homophobe. Wow, give him the Nobel Peace Prize, actually. No, wait guys, I'm gonna say something very brave. We deserve free healthcare. We should have
Truly cinema. Truly cinema. Mr. Piker, will you be getting us the free healthcare?
all our colleges paid for, actually. I believe everyone should have a basic standard of living. Please clap for me. Please clap for me. I can't believe he said this. Wow. Wow, truly brave, truly woke. Are you doing anything for that? No.
They're
No,
truly
I'm actually
woke.
just taking your fucking money, actually. Dude, if there's any people in my audience considering where to go to university for, please avoid UBC. Oh my god, what a demonstration of how completely incompetent they are. I mean, I assume that all the people that don't actually like Hasan probably just didn't attend the talk, right? That's very plausible.
Hell nah, but I say like, yeah, I would not be popping onto that shit.
And it's obviously filled with people who wanted to hear him speak, right? But even that being said, it is so pathetic how many of these drones there are, and the fact that there was zero pushback, and the fact that he's just welcomed like he's just another person in politics, right? And not this open terrorist supporter.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Glazer, terrorist sympathizer, Glazer, absolute crazy. A bumble clip for those wagwans.
Then Hasan talks about being a good person. Of course, he would know a lot about that.
He would not.
think people are good people in general. I think everyone is a kind person,
Except for you, right? Or better yet, except if their names are Asmongold and Ethan Klein, right?
but they are sometimes deluded
Next UC too.
or sometimes propagandized against certain positions and are made fearful of alternative visions of a better future. So
What is your vision of a better future? Hasan, I'm still waiting for you to tell me your political convictions and visions because I've yet to see those at least or like expressed and blatant because well, we know you wouldn't do that because if you did do that, heads would immediately see how fucking radical and extreme your positions are. So crazy works there. I think you should be more honest.
I try to remind myself of that all the time, that everyone is,
Do you?
at the end of the day, a victim of social conditioning. And that definitely guides
You could say that. The same thing about literally all these motherfuckers in chat at the hands of you.
my first principles. It guides my commentary quite a bit.
Hasan, you literally want
What fucking principles? This shit is hilarious.
people to neck themselves and are kicking them at their
Like-
lowest time
like,
in
what
life.
the
I
fuck
mean,
is he talking
how
about?
Can you possibly say that? Well, actually, I'm a very good person. I actually just want the best for people. None of you people in that audience there are good people. You're a bunch of brainwashed, brain dead morons who end up supporting one of the worst people online who are trying to seem like virtuous people who are trying to seem like good people, but in reality, you're massive narcissists who just want to project goodness into the world. You just want to project to other people that, hey, I'm actually a good person, while actually supporting all the bad things.
Purity testing, virtue signaling, moral grandstanding, moral posturing, and you combine all of those to once more, as we always keep saying, to get to the purity testing Olympics. And Hasan is our best athlete so far, a 3-time gold medalist. Yeah, like, so again, you need to expect these at all points, but specifically for this, it's a lot of virtue signaling again without necessarily taking meaningful action to support the cause. Yeah, that's literally what fries the shit out of Hasan and all the orbiters every single time.
I don't know, man, even after 250 episodes, it's really hard to undo the brainwashing for some people. But don't get me wrong, a lot of people, I've got like tons and tons of messages of Hasan fans essentially converting and going, oh shit, I didn't realize he was such a fucking piece of shit cult leader. And
Good, now you know. So, yeah, don't be like these other fucking G-boys that will claim that they're like, oh yeah, bro, I seen him shock his dog, bro. He been shit on Asman, bro, too much, bro. I wanted to see him do other shit. And then go right back to sucking his cock.
essentially they've changed their mind, they've screwed their brain back on, and I applaud you guys who've actually left the cult of Diddy Piker here, but there's a lot of work to do, let's just say. So then Hasan talks about how much he just loves capital owners, obviously.
Oh, great.
Capital owners are very effective at engaging in class warfare and have been able to delude even regular working class people into believing that they are simply not an exploited proletariat, but
Hasan, you're a capital owner.
temporarily embarrassed millionaires and billionaires.
Do you not own a house?
So, for that reason, I think there is still, no matter how much domination exists, there is still this attitude amongst the dispossessed masses that things are probably fine. You know, I can go to Tim Hortons down the street and get what are they called? The little Timbits. Yeah. It does worry me that.
Well, is he talking about? Wait. Yeah, he said Tim Hortons. So is he talking about like specifically in Canada? Because I'll tell you right now, in America, like a lot of heads, bro. Again, inflation is busting the ass. Like yo, it really costs a lot of shit to go out and get food and junk like that. So I don't know how like exactly just okay, relatively fine. A lot of people feel. In fact, I feel like it's the opposite.
The right-wing forces internationally are aware of the collapse of the previous order, and they're trying to get ahead of it to the best of their ability by organizing in a fascist direction as fast as possible.
Okay, Hasan, we all know what you think of capital owners. Play the clip.
Yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers and murder those motherfuckers in the street. Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist bloods, dude.
Bro, he's really trying to like lube them up. Like, yeah, we don't like capital owners a little bit here and there, you know? You forgot you actually want capitalists dead, man, including your own mom, you absolute psychopath. And this guy has the audacity to say that, you know, the masses, they don't see that they're being manipulated. That's you, buddy.
I was about to say, that's literally what I said earlier. I'm like, yeah, all those motherfuckers in chat right there, yeah, that's exactly what's happening to them by you. It's like,
that's you. You're the one doing the misinformation. Then this absolute reject host gives Hasan like a layup to defend people calling him a terrorist supporter.
One of the things that, you know, has been, I think, really troubling about this kind of discourse has been that the people who have been sort of backing him among the diaspora, again, think that there's something like a viable alternative there, right? And that somebody like him, he's going to bring about supposedly a secular democratic Iran. And this gets back to that point about, like, you know, on the flip side of it, it's like, oh, it's like, if you disagree with that, then you are a terrorist supporter, et cetera, right? And
I mean, I'm used to it.
I know you're, yeah.
oh, Hasan, I bet you are. It's because of your rhetoric. It's because the blatant glaze and sympathizing you have for Hezbollah, Hamas, and the fucking Houthis. It's probably because of that. Doesn't Hezbollah have your favorite flag? And you'd rather donate your tax dollars directly to Hamas. And don't even get me started on how you think the fucking Houthis deserve a Nobel Peace Prize. Hilarious. You're 10 toes down, right? It's so fucking crazy. He wants to joke about this shit, but he generally does have positive regards towards these fucking US designated terrorist organizations. It's fucking crazy.
I'm like, whatever, you know, at this point.
Socialist-oriented Muslim man. Like, who would have thought that you get heat?
Let's really ask Hasan the extent of how far his politics go, and I really think y'all will see it's really not this socialism thing, or at least the way some of these heads want to think about it in terms of like democratic socialism. Nah, bro, he's really moving towards the tip of authoritarian communism. But I'm gonna let y'all slowly get to that.
But I mean, so again, I feel you on all of that. The question I think that remains in the case of Iran and that I think is really pressing is that because so much of that actual, resistance that is happening within Iran, the organic resistance by the people themselves, there are legitimate claims that people are making, right, in terms of like forms of freedom that they genuinely want to fight for, and they don't necessarily want foreign intervention.
Nah, we here at the Hasan Piker stream don't give a shit about Iran. It's only about conflicts that we can exploit for virtue points on the internet, right? You see, the problem with Iran is that the government supports all three of Hasan's favorite terrorist groups.
Yep. What's the name? The Ayatollah. Yeah, they be funding the fucking Houthis, Hamas, and Hezbollah.
So he can't possibly criticize them because that would go against the narrative. Instead, he has to pretend to care about people being exploited and oppressed.
Yeah, he was saying, like, when he had his fucking dog shit ass coverage of Iran, he was saying, like, the whole, like, reason that heads are protesting and, like, you know what I'm saying, it's getting so bad over there is because the fucking sanctions put on Iran by the U.S. I'm like, no, I think the fucking oppressive regime is a bit oppressive, Hasan.
Except when it happens in foreign countries. His actions show the opposite of what he proposes to believe every time. I mean, this guy acts like a socialist and a man of the workers when he can't even pay his...
That's what I'm saying. Bro, holy fuck. Like, these niggas need to really realize that socialism shit is such a fucking grift for that nigga, bro. Like, oh my god.
Fucking stream
it's
producer.
So bad, bro.
Who literally has to...
Based?
humiliate herself begging on stream every single time for money. God, man, you are actually such a bitch.
Man, that one with Frogan was felting. Hilarious.
Also, just for the dumbass host there, the reason people call Hasan a terrorist supporter is because he says stuff like, I support the Houthis, 10 toes down, and all this shit. Hezbollah very based. Yeah, that's explicit terrorist support. And he plays their propaganda videos. Like... Hezbollah very based. Yeah, that's explicit terrorist support. And he plays their
This is not a fucking musical, Hasan.
propaganda videos. Like, what more do you need, dumbass? So then he talks about people being divided. I wonder who's doing that.
Solidarity is the antidote to the poison of divisiveness. Our capital overlords want us to be fighting one another all the time, neighbor against neighbor, sectarian conflict, ethnicities, all of this stuff. But in my experience, I feel alienated when I'm at home, when I'm in front of a computer. But in my experience, going all around the world, participating in protests, tasting the tear gas and pepper spray of French police and American police and police of all different backgrounds.
Yeah, listen, Hasan, for like literally the tiniest part, I was kind of with you because again, yeah, if we're talking about like the Epstein class of the world, like, yeah, those fucks, like, yeah, we need to absolutely get rid of all those fucks, right? Like, it's not even a question. But then you're going into like some other bullshittery now, some other sharkanery. Like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, bro, what?
I can tell you that when you're in that crowd with like-minded individuals who are singularly focused, who recognize right from wrong, solidarity is the closest expression to love that I have ever felt with my fellow man, no matter where I go. And that's precisely how I maintain revolutionary optimism.
Well, it's all good, right? Because the people, they'll always have their untapped revolutionary potential because, someone has to do it, right?
Hasan, you literally divide people the most, and that is kind of why that you'll never win, is because you never even attempt to hear the other side, to hear other people's perspectives, to actually listen to them. You just sort of weaponize the sort of intense hatred people have, based on the media. You spew misinformation and lies to make everybody angry. You take advantage of their vulnerable situations and their anger at general life, right, and life circumstances, and you try to make yourself the messiah, the leader, the man who's going to save them and usher in the light. And all this time, you're just secretly pocketing more and more money. It's truly evil.
Capitalist piker, consumerist piker. Oh, you will just keep stacking that cheese. Oh, it's all in the mansion. How much is the car worth too?
Also, don't be fooled by revolutionary optimism. He literally means through violent means.
Yo! Bro, I've got the daily slops down to a science at this point, bro. It's actually crazy because that's what I'm saying. That's literally why I said what I said after. I'm like, oh yeah, we're because the people have their untapped revolutionary potential, right, Hasan? Because somebody has to do it, right, Hasan? Right? Facts, right? Right when you were sitting next to Taylor Rance in them ugly ass fucking pants. God damn, those pants were so fucking dog shit. But like, I bet they do. I bet you got yours too.
This is the somebody needs to do it guy. This is the guy who justifies assassinations against his political opponents and basically says that, oh, well, it's actually useful and gets people to change their policies. And he always tries to cloak it to these less hard-hitting like words, but his true intention always reveals itself. Then in classic Hasan
Hiding his power level
fashion, he tries to rally the sort of false support, saying that, well, actually, we're the majority. The majority of people
Oh my god, see, he's about to say the thing. Yeah, generally, colloquially, everyone has my politics. They usually think like me.
are terror supporters and dog shockers, actually.
So while things feel hopeless overall, I hold on to moments like that and remind myself that there are more of us than there are of them. There are more.
Yo, okay, I got you. First of all, before I even say anything else, yeah, let me go ahead and, yeah. Tribalism. The strong identification with and loyalty to a group, often accompanied by an us versus them mentality, which can lead to both positive outcomes like community cohesion and negative effects like prejudice or conflict. It can be rooted in shared ancestry, ethnicity, religion, or politics. Not good. And manifests in behaviors ranging from strong in-group support to discrimination against outsiders. Does that sound familiar? Like the Hasan. I can't even do it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. So I fucked up your name. Your name needs to be fucked up anyway. Anyway, sidebar, like that shit, bro. Anyway, bruh. Does this sound familiar? It sounds like how these motherfuckers in the Hasan'S broadcast are. You know those G-boys? It's like, yeah, of course you would be on this type of timing, Hasan. Fucking fueling the tribalism, bro. It's us versus them, bro. No, there's more of us. There's always gonna generally colloquially be more of us that have my politics. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, this shit is crazy. And while we're here, we can just read Echo Chamber too. Echo Chamber, the thing that your fucking audience is. An environment usually online, but it can be social or political. Obviously, Hasan. Where people are only exposed to opinions, news, and beliefs that reinforce what they already think. A feedback loop that strengthens one viewpoint while shutting out all others. Yeah, so this would make perfect sense, Hasan. This would make perfection.
More of us out here that recognize right from wrong than there are of those who seek to divide us. And that is what's important, and that's what helps me maintain my revolutionary optimism. Solidarity forever.
Beautifully said.
Yeah, luckily for us, that audience is not representative of the world at large, right?
Exactly.
If it was, we'd already be cooked, right? We'd already be in fucking hell here. Luckily,
about to say,
the
we'd be
cheering audience
fucked.
is a fringe minority of delusional NPCs, and even this is pretty tragic, the fact that he's taken this many people into his cult, right? Zero common sense, zero fact-checking, zero logic, and just blatant cult support for this guy. It's honestly scary, but hey, one day at a time, we educate the people using the legendary series on the true nature of Hasan Piker. Share it with all your friends so they never turn out like this. Here's Hasan's comments. Feels like the crowd is just chat IRL.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god, Hasan's chat IRL has got to be the most miserable.
Well, we've seen Hasan's chat IRL. Hasan, you gotta drink Coke out of a glass, Hasan. Like, yeah, these motherfuckers, like that one hun that obviously we're just talking about. Like, yeah, even Hasan, again, like he has said directly before, I hate all of you. He does not like his own fucking audience. Nobody would.
Group of people. Can you imagine Asman venturing out of his decaying crypt and doing public forums like this? Yeah, he would, except your side assassinates people. Reminder, Hasan's debate opponent was literally shot, which is probably why Asman is not fucking going out. If anyone wants to learn Hasan's secret, it is empathy maxing. Oh
Yeah, try Jester maxing.
my god. Hell yeah, I love when he goes to college campuses. He always goes in hard on political theory, and you can tell he loves nerding out.
Yo, hun, I think you're a hun. Who doesn't fucking matter? I don't give a shit if your ass came from Andromeda. Get off this nigga balls. Holy fuck, it's embarrassing.
Dude, these college campuses are literal echo chambers of the radical left. Like, clearly, if they support this
No, fuck even that, bro. I'm just like, yo, get off that nigga Hasan's balls. Like, oh my god. Hell yeah. I love when he goes to college campuses. She always goes and so hard in political theory. You get to tell he loves nerdy. I'm like, yo, god damn it. Like, I know, yo, you actually might be one of the Huns or Cougs that are flicking your bean into his fucking meat picks. Like, this shit is ridiculous.
out. Dude, these college campuses are literal echo chambers of the radical left. Like, clearly, if they support this level of extremism, there is no sort of critical thinking going on there. Hasan good, Hasan critics usually PDF. I feel like that sums up the mindset of a Hasan viewer.